What's up, weirdos? Sean Ray here. I'm here at my house with this 1980 Camaro that was bought by Mike Covey as a project. Gentleman that owned it before him started building the car, paid a couple different people to work on it, do different things to it, and from what I found, none of them knew what they were doing, and had to do all kinds of craziness to it. Never could figure out why it wouldn't run correctly. These are pretty simple engines to work on. The timing issues were horrible on it. Went through the obvious stuff first, setting distributor, setting the valve, stuff like that. Couldn't get anything to do right, so I went ahead and pulled the front of the engine off where I put a gear drive on. And what I found by doing that is there's timing marks that's located right here and right here. And I'll zoom in a little closer here so you can see those. Those are supposed to be on top of each other. But what they had is they had the bottom mark here up top, and with this one up top, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. So what I had to do is remove the idler and get the cam turned around to the right position with the gear and everything, and put the idler back on. And now I got to go through and readjust the valves and put everything back together. Hopefully this week I can get that done, and got a few other projects I want to try to work on. I'm really still weak and just can't do the work that I'm normally able to do, but I want to push through it, and hopefully I can start getting some things done so I can put on the channel. I got the Malibu, which also belongs to Mike, sitting outside. It's got to go to his house, so we can get it on a rack and put the passenger header on. The header is got to come up from the bottom, and it's got to be tilted off the ground for the header to slide up where it needs to go. Malibu headers are a pain in the butt to get on. And then I got this van right here that I'm going to start working on. This is a friend of mine's van. He also owns this Bumblebee that I'm putting together for him. Code is really set of him, me, and a lot of other people back on a lot of the stuff that we do. And right now, with God's will, I'm going to try to get things done. And this van will be something that'll be on the channel. I'll do a full review of this van in the upcoming weeks, weather permitting and everything goes right. Looks like next week is going to be mainly rain, I think, what I'm saying, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get it done all that I could do today, but good thing is I have this garage and also the garage at my shop, so I can get some work done there. I got the 94 Camaro there that I'm working on. I got my 18 van there that I'm working on. Mike Covey's 77 Trans Am. I'm going to try to get that running this week. It's not been started in a few years, and I think it needs a fuel pump. I can't get gas to get up to the carburetor, so it could be a clogged fuel filter. It could be a number of different things. I'm also going to be working on the Blazer, but over the next few weeks or next month or so, we're going to do a review and updates on the Blazer. We're going to do a review and updates on Bumblebee. The same with this Camaro. The 18 van there, the 18 van at the shop, the Malibu. I've also got some cool projects like this 1984 Predator Team Z that I'm fully going to restore, thanks to a buddy of mine, Chris Digger, that let me get that. That was his childhood bike, and I want to restore that. And then I also have this 1983 Predator. It's just a chromo-free, kind of like the baseline race bike that I want to be restoring. I'm also doing the Mongoose over here into a rad bike replica of Kristen Hollins, I think is her name. She was the Team Mongoose racer, the female. Got my boys General Lee back here, but we're not doing nothing to that. I've got also, me and Mike's got a rad replica bike that we're building. Crew Jones's bike, and I'm also building my own Crew Jones bike, so I'll have both those hanging in the garage someday. I have parts and pieces for Trans Ams, Firebirds, Camaros, rear spoilers, door panels, parts for the Knight Rider Mustang, I got Knight Rider bumpers from various makers. Not the best quality. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the quality. It's just different makers have their own ways of putting their stuff out. Some out of the mold, some finished. The more you spend, the better the part is. Can't really cut anybody down. I used to do that. I used to be bad for cutting people down, saying if you're going to build it, you need to build it to where it's perfect and you can put it on and there's no issues. Well, after doing what they do, I figured it out that if you do perfect, people don't want to pay for perfect. They want to give you a few dollars and expect the world. And you know, it's like going to a place wanting a full paint job on a car. You know, Mako does it for $500. Well, they don't do anything. They just spray your car. 9 months later, the paint will peel off. A good paint job is $10,000 to $15,000. Sounds crazy, but if you want it done, you want it done right, that's what it costs. An average paint job, $4,500 to $5,000. And I mean, that way you're getting into the jams and everything else. You're getting a decent job, but it takes hours and hours and hours to do these paint jobs. And it's not something that can be done in a week's time, and it's not something that can be done you know, in a month's time or 2 months time. We're not Chip Foose or any of these crazy builds, and if you go over those builds, it's done in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Half the car's falling apart. It looks great on TV, and I can make anything here look good with filters and videos, but in the real world, it takes a lot. I was blessed with getting this Blazer already pearl white back in, I think it was 2009, and I got it from a buddy of mine, and I got lights from Monroe Police Department, from all police cars, and parts from Lowe's. A buddy of mine, Curtis Blanton, did the airbrushing. We designed the little decal on the side. That decal was actually designed by someone on a Ghostbusters website. He just enlarged it, which I thought was really cool. Since it's not the Ecto one, we wanted something a little different. I'll get into that more with the video, but I mean, I had $4,500 in what you see right here in paint and airbrushing, and it was already painted white. But by the time I bought the decals and paid to get the paint job done and everything else, I mean, and this is, it looks good, but it's not show quality. It's not, you know, it's not a 2014 or 2020 car, you know, with perfect paint and body work. It can be done, but the more hours you spend, the more that you got to pay. But just kind of walking around, giving you a tour of my garage at home. A little disorganized, a little dirty. I got the necessary heater, got AC in the window over here behind the blind. It's well insulated. It's really a blessing to be able to be here. The house and the garage actually belongs to my business partner, Mike Covigan, which I rent from him. But he did a lot of work to make this a workable garage. I mean, with the installation and the lighting and everything that I need, he's been a blessing. And I just want to give him a shout out and thanks to him for what all he's done to help me. And hopefully this year things will change for everyone out there. People will be able to get back to work. People will be able to go to car shows, be able to go to Comic-Cons and enjoy what they do and what they like. And we could all get back to somewhat a little bit of normalcy. It'll never be back to normal like it was. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll be better for us all. I mean, it will be a new beginning, a new birth date for all of us. You never know. But I appreciate you all for watching. I love you all. I really want to make this work. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I want to get better. The only way I can get better is if you guys hate on me. And haters make us famous. So let's see what you got. You guys have a blessed day.